Bada boom, bada bing. We are back. Okay, now we back. Let me make sure to share this early. Throw this up on the Twitter early, or X. You know what I'm saying? Make sure I got my phone near me. And let's get to some conversations. Let's go on YouTube immediately. Ooh. I'm going to keep my Twitter page open for that one right there, because we will address that incident from before with Pusha and Drizzy Drake. For the people who are just pulling up now, I titled the title of this video is Kodak Black banned from Toronto too. All right, it's a real question. I gotta take back a couple of things, or whatever that is called when you gotta recoil or something like that. I gotta go back on a couple of my statements. You know what I'm saying? A couple of my hot takes. Zaid Kashif wants to know what happened the last time you tried to ban somebody. I'm not banning. I'm just asking the question. You know what I'm saying? Honest question. I just need to know these things. You know what I'm saying? Because if what people are saying is true about this whole Drizzy Drake thing, and you compound that with the fact that they're not cool with the Wassas, we might have something here. You know what I'm saying? So I got the question out there. I got a few things that we definitely couldn't be addressing besides that as well today. I'm doing some quick shares here on Instagram to let people know that we're on YouTube. And salute to the comment gang. Let yourself be seen. Tap in in the comments. Comment gang strong. Hit that like. You know what I'm saying? That definitely helps in the algorithm. King NBA, it's not me. Okay? I'm just asking the question. All right? Salute to the sponsors, Diamond Club, over here in the chat as well. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Let me make sure I get my sound effects loaded up. Of course. Hold on. Diamond Club in the building. All right? Hit them up. Deliveries all over the GTA as well as all across Canada. Hit them up on their Instagram page, Diamond Club _Canada. Or you can find them on the 7 Days of Weed website or the Leafy Things website. I got some candy cans on the table. I'm about to puff something just now. You know what I'm saying? Just waiting for that YouTube algorithm before I get to puffing on what I puff. But let y'all self be seen here. I'm just doing some quick shares here on YouTube on Instagram before we really get into what we got to talk about. But yeah, I'm not saying myself, I'm banning Kodak Black, okay? I have no authority. We've learned this not too long ago and I never even tried to claim that I had any authority. I don't want authority. But I have no authority when it comes to banning anyone. I'm just here to ponder and put out the questions and let y'all, the comment gang, let me know what you think. All right? I'm over here at the Visionary Art Center right now. Big salute to Dusty Wallace. All right? He's out in the world doing his thing. And yeah, I'm over here in the studio. I'm not in the crib today for the people who are wondering. You know what I'm saying? I don't always do the live from home. I had to pop over here quick fast. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you guys some transparency because I love to be transparent with the audience here. Had to pop by here quick fast and drop off some rent for the studio. You know what I'm saying? Holding down a network has overhead. You got to pay for locations and, upkeep of equipment and subscriptions and all types of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So definitely. Jesus Christ, it's hot in the studio too. Definitely had to make sure, as it being the first of the month, that I make my way downtown and make sure that the studio's paid for. Damn, we won't have nowhere to do these interviews. You know what I'm saying? So salute to that and salute to the comment gang. Who's over here in the comment gang? I just shared it in the stories over here on Instagram and on YouTube. What I'll do is I'll go on Instagram live on my personal page. I think that's where the most action is going on. You know what I'm saying? Who's over here in the comment gang on YouTube? Citadel, what up? King NBA, what up? Diamond Club, once again, what up? AGB the Don in the building, what up? Who else is in here? Saeed Kashif, Franklin Frazier, Jamie Persona. We are out here. And salute to the people on YouTube, Instagram right now who are pulling up. All right. We're on YouTube Live. We're going to get to some talking. I got my topics here on the screen that I will show myself. Let me see. Let me make sure I got all my topics right, and let's get to it. Oh, a couple of quick announcements also. Big salute to Moolah First. He's got a show going down on the 4th. I'll pull that up on the screen here behind me. You know what I'm saying? And for the people who are just pulling up on Instagram right now, we're on YouTube Live. That's why I got a microphone here. It's not for y'all. All right. Let me just pull up some stuff here behind me for the people on YouTube for y'all to see. We'll get to a couple quick announcements, and then we'll get to these stories. Let's see. Give me a second here, gang. There we go. So, Moolah First, he is performing on the 4th of August. That's this Friday coming up, right before Caravana. And salute to everybody who's popping out to Caravana this year to the parade this Saturday. All right, that's this Saturday that's popping off. All right, make sure to pop out, yo. Who's that? Icy Springer in the chat right there. Icy, I'm on YouTube right now. Pop out. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what Icy's saying here. Quick, fast. I could add Icy to... 1 second, gang. I'm going to do something quick, fast. I'm going to do something quick, fast here. I'm going to turn off the mic for a second. Something quick, fast here. I'm going to turn off the mic for a second. One second. Yo, Icy.
Ready? What's going on, brother?
What are you saying, Icy?
I'm just here Friday, man. It's been a minute. I've been trying to holler at you, man.
I know. I'm on YouTube Live right now, bro. I brought you over to the YouTube Live so that they can see what I want. It's a little bit delayed for them, but...
Okay, say that then. Shouts out to Comic Gang Strong. We need you now.
What are you saying, though, fam? You've been trying to talk.
Nah, cause no, I got some shit that I got pop with you. I'll be real with you. Yesterday I was at the 50 Cent concert. I was really disappointed because we missed Pressa. Even though when he performed, there wasn't that many people compared to like I seen in Montreal. But like, you know, I just came back from Jamaica. I just been doing my thing. You know what I'm saying, Friday? But hold on now, we need you now. The thing is, Friday, yo, I seen some that you posted that I didn't really agree with. You know what I mean?
What
Nah,
I do?
Friday, fuck that, man. The whole situation with Kodak and 6ix9ine. As a big man, you should understand the business move that Kodak Black was making when he made that track with 6ix9ine.
Listen, bro, I'm just putting it out there for the audience to be able to comment.
Nah, but it seemed like you had your personal, like, okay.
If he wants to make a song with a snitch, that's on him. It's just, you know, the audience ain't going to be so happy about it. And right now, it's funny that you're talking about Kodak because I titled this video, "Is Kodak Banned from Toronto?" Because the boy just went at him technically in that new song on the Travis Scott song.
I seen you post that. Yeah, I seen you because you're like, was he really going at Pusha T or Kodak? I seen you guys, I seen something like that. But the thing is, that's a good question. Is Kodak Black banned from the city? In my opinion, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, because that's a good question. That's a good question.
If he has a show out here, it's all love, it's peace.
In Montreal, I know it's peace because he got the Zoes out there. You know what I mean? Toronto's a different story still because the Wassas are serious still. Shouts out to the Wassas. But yeah, honestly, but real spilly though, what's your personal opinion, Friday, on Kodak doing that verse with 6ix9ine?
Listen, bro. I feel like in the long run, it's not gonna matter. The game has changed, bro. A lot of these guys will act like they really care about somebody doing a song with a snitch. But if that was the case, then Fuck You Mean wouldn't be one of the biggest songs out right now and one of the most reused TikTok sounds. And that's the Gunna song.
True.
You know what I'm saying? The goalpost has been moved way to the left in the streets, bro. So, man will say they complain about the snitches making songs or, doing songs with snitches, but the streams don't say that.
Exactly.
If that was the case, nobody would listen then. They'd be like, nah, streets ain't listening.
Why say that then? Because in my opinion, I feel like that was a business move that he made. Straight business move, straight streams. And 6ix9ine, he tapped it with the Latin market and shit. So his streams is like ooh, and I'm sure they caught a great deal on that, right? So at the end of the day, it's business. You know what I mean? Can we talk about Charlamagne Scary? Let's talk about what's a wassa. Hey, yo.
Listen, Icy, I would love to do a Icy Springer live with you right now and tackle a bunch of
I've been trying to do this with you, but I guess it's not the right time. Say that then.
I gotta make sure to stay loyal to my comment gang over here on YouTube.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, hold on. Last thing before we go, though. You think Charlamagne was popping shit, or you think he knows what a wassa really is?
I think he knows that the wassas is a thing. He might not know exactly who they are, but he knows that Drake was talking about a certain set of people. He knows he wasn't just talking shit. And he was trying to be cute in what he was saying.
Okay, say that then. Well said. Now say a word. I'm offered this. We need you now, Friday.
We need you over here, Icy. I'm going to holler at you, brother. Yo, comment gang, we're over here, YouTube Live, pop out. Let's get a conversation.
Sorry about the delay, gang.
/We Love Hip Hop Network. Let's go.
Sorry about the delay, gang. Boom, there we are. I'm back. Okay. Salute to Icy Springer. You know what I'm saying? He's asking all the right questions, yo. The man, I'm telling you, yo, the man should get into podcasting for real. Okay, so what was I looking for here? We're talking about this Kodak Black possibly being banned from the 6. Okay. Oh, actually, no. My announcements. That's what I was doing first. Let's do these announcements first. Mula first. He's going to be here doing his thing. Let me see if it's in the stories, if he put this in the stories. I know August 4th he got something going on. Oh, he's posting the 50 Cent show. Interesting. Let me double check here. Let me find the flyer here for Mr. Mula. But I know August 4th, he's got something going down. And also, the Pressa 50 Cent tour. I didn't get to pop out last night. Let me know what y'all, if any of y'all in the comments went to that 50 Cent show last night. I seen a lot of people from Toronto was there in attendance. So it was like a who's who. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie to you, low-key. I don't like popping out to places and just being around a bunch of people. I'm kind of like weird like that. You know what I'm saying? But, you put me in the right situation, I'm out there. You know what I'm saying? Let's see here. Let me move this over, and then we can see the Mula first thing. Also, Afro Nation is going down for the people who are going to be in Detroit or in the greater Detroit area. It's going to be going down August 20th and August 19th. My bad. That's going to be a vibe. Okay, here we go. Can y'all see that behind me? One second. Window capture. Having technical difficulties today. Jesus Christ.
Give me a second, gang. We all over the fucking place today. Where the fuck is my window capture? Give me 1 second, gang. I'm just having a few technical difficulties here for some reason. What we will do. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. Bong. All right, so Mula first. It's going to be going down. He's going to be performing, and he needs to have some opening acts. If anybody wants to apply for opening acts, hit up I Am Music Inc. All right, that's their Instagram page right here. Lock in with these guys, and you could be one of the opening acts for the show going down August 4th. That's this Friday. All right? Be there or be square. Big salute to Mula first, man. Okay. Yeah, sorry about that, gang. I was having some wild technical difficulties. It's giving me a buzzkill. Okay, so let's get to this shits right here, man. Drake versus Kodak Black. I'm gonna skip my first two topics and get straight to it. I was listening to Rory and Mal earlier, and I did make a we were talking about it yesterday, about how we felt that it was debunked. We thought that it was about Kodak Black because the blogs over here were saying, yo, it might be a Kodak thing. You know, he was mentioning the line about the being in Paris with the Wassas and ish. You know what I'm saying? And the lines leading up is what made me believe that he was talking about Pusha. You know what I'm saying? Talking about melting down the chains, all that stuff, right? I guess we can play this part right here.
That was we know.
Yeah.
Yo, if it was like that, then yo, Kodak could have got beat right out of that purple suit he was wearing.
No, but why would the boy? Because I feel like the boy has been a supporter of Kodak Black.
Yeah.
Remember when Kodak dropped one of his albums? Drake posted it in his I think maybe his Avi, or I remember he reposted a couple of Kodak albums, and he said some big words about him at one point, like this guy's the future and Ray Tay Tay. Like, he's a supporter of Kodak Black.
So I don't think
fuck with each other. Okay, so there's that. And I found a few more things. And what are y'all saying in the comments here? Entertainment said no foreplay. No, we ain't talking about that, fam. We ain't talking about that. Maybe later. Let me see if I can find that clip here from the Rory and Mal podcast. Because I think the Americans are starting to pick up on some of this stuff over there too.
That was running around the timeline.
Oh,
Where this is the real diss is at the end of the verse, not this fucking cupcake.
1 second. Let me pull this up so y'all can see this on the screen. We ain't lacking today. 1 second. Bada boom, bada bing. Keep it going.
NERD chain meltdown shit.
Yeah, I don't know. See, that type of shit I don't pay attention to. I don't shit like
Was running around the timeline alludes to some violence. The science on this Kodak beef with another Toronto affiliate of Drake's.
Salute to Rory and Mal, yo.
Beef and that whole Vogue. If Vogue wasn't suing, I would have been in Paris. Alludes to some violence amongst those two crews. Like that's amongst Kodak Black and Wassa.
Okay.
Don't quote me because I'm not like too versed in it, but I did see that was running around the timeline.
Oh,
Where this is the real diss is at the end of the verse, not this fucking cupcake NERD chain meltdown shit.
Yeah, I don't know. See, that's
Man said Rory sounds like he's AI generated.
type of shit I don't pay attention to. I don't shit like that is like that's real beef. I don't care to know about that.
Also, I'm gonna
Mal want nothing to do with that type of talk right there. He's like, what? That's a real line? That's not towards just some rich rappers and you know, no, you're all talking about some street.
go ahead and disagree with Drake. If you hire some goons to come to my show and my security washes them, that's a stat to me.
Let's save that for a second. We'll save that one right there. So it's starting to spread. I don't know if I'm going to be, if I'm helping spread it more. I'm not trying to, but I'm just saying this sentiment is starting to spread. Okay. Entertainment says New York is too close to Toronto. Yeah, and I know that Rory and Maul, those guys are very tapped into what's going on over here. I remember them when they were on the old pod, when they were doing their thing on Joe Button podcast, them mentioning Smiley. They've played multiple Toronto tracks in their sleeper tunes. They're tapped in. You know what I'm saying? They mentioned Kate Trinata multiple times, you know, coming out of Montreal. Like, they're relatively tapped into the Toronto scene. Right? So maybe we could just chalk those guys up to Rory catching that because, you know, he knows a little bit more. Now, I'm asking y'all, I'm going to reemphasize, I'm asking you guys, the comment gang, whether it's the people who are watching this live right now or who are going to be watching the repost. Is Kodak Black banned from Toronto? Okay? Because if the Wassas got smoke for him, and the boy, if this is correct, is co-signing it, that's kind of all you need, no? I'm just asking. Right? Max B says, Cap, Kodak, welcome with open arms. Maybe. But then, like, he might think he's welcome. And, you know, Toronto mans have been known to be like, yeah, forward. yeah, no problem. Yo, you pulling up to the club, B? And then they lose, they leave without their shit. Right? So it's easier to just, you know, if you're a fan of Kodak, to be like, yeah, nah. They ain't banning the Gremlin. They can never. Oh, never. Nah, B. From last I check, if you're not good with the boy, it's not really too good. You're not really too good in Toronto. Right? And the Wassas, they've been doing their thing out here. They're arguably one of the biggest music crews out here. Like, all their guys have attained some kind of success, or most of their guys have attained some kind of success, touching millions of views, pressers out here running around the world, big stepping. You got to put respect on their name. You know what I'm saying? Franklin Fraser says, nope, too much business in Toronto for mans them. Bruh, I understand. You're right. But at the same time, niggas is taking shots at Kodak. I remember one thing I forgot when I was having my conversation with Dusty, and salute to Dusty Wallace. One thing I forgot was Kodak jumping out the window when Drake dropped the album with 21 Savage. Y'all remember that? He wasn't happy about that because he wanted to do a joint album with Drake. I think that the what Drake decided with the 21 Savage collabo was better choice. Don't get me wrong, I like Kodak's music, but not to the point where I could listen to him do a whole collabo album with Drake. We're not doing that, bro. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? So for all we know, he might have been getting a little bit too spicy. Who knows what he said behind the scenes in comparison to what he said in front of scenes? He could have been behind the scenes like, yo, you pussy ass nigga. Yeah, you never. Nah, niggas, I had other plans. Right? It could have been like, yo, fam, we could have done a collab album, but I seen you and my homies getting into a little bit of smoke. You supporting the home team. These are just hypotheticals for me. You know what I'm saying? I can't say none of this for sure. I don't have any inside information. I'm just podding. But from the outside, a betting man, if I was Kodak, I would double check. Comment gang, like, wouldn't you double check? Would you just say, okay, it's all good. Let me just go pick up this bag. No problem. Because the last nigga who had an issue over here thought it was no problem, came to pick up his bag. Hold on, let me see if I can find this. Where's this X thing there? Is this it? Let me find, oh, here it is, here it is, here it is. Let me pull this up for you guys so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Because this proof of, listen, I'm not saying anything too crazy, but I'm just saying. 1 second, let me pull this up here. Boom. The last time somebody came out here, thought everything was sweet, it wasn't so sweet. Right? Let me see here. Is there some audio on this moment in history? This Canadian heritage moment?
The fuck is that, nigga?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Guidelines, guidelines, guidelines. Pull up! Whoa, whoa, hey. We won't show that part there. Guidelines, guidelines. All right. That's enough, that's enough, that's enough, that's enough. Okay. Right? Put that right on the stamp. So that's all I'm saying. If I'm Kodak, I'm just going to double check. You know what I'm saying? See if the boy sees his DMs. He probably has his number. Call him. Be like, bro, we good? Like, no, for real. Like, are we good though? You know what I'm saying? I heard the verse on the Travis Scott thing. And, you know, the internets have been talking, and they're saying that we might not be as on the same page as we used to be. You know what I'm saying? This is the more delicate way to approach the conversation. Okay, I'm giving you some instructions right here. Kodak, this is being recorded, so you could write this down. All right? Yo, fam, are we good? Okay, because I know you speak Geechee, so you write this down. All right? I'm just checking the temperature because I've been hearing some things on the internet, and I just want to make sure that we're still on the same page. Full stop. Okay? I really appreciate you giving me those Bitcoins back in the days, and I'm going to make sure that I put them to good use. And I got you on my Christmas wish list coming up this year. Now, I got a show coming up in Toronto on, fill in whatever date there. And I want to go through and do my show and go out to the club after. So just let me know if we're on the same page. Get back to me when you see this. Have a good night. Kodak Black. All right? It's recorded, Kodak, so you could take that or write that down. You know what I'm saying? Tell your team. Write that down. What the older nigga said. He said, write that down. That's good. That's good. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, fam. I got your back, bro. Actually, no. Sorry, I don't got your back. Okay? I have no way I have your back in any way. Your music's cool, but not enough for me to be nah. All right? As far as what I think, you may be banned until further notice. You know what I'm saying? Or you just might need to do a temperature check. That's my best advice for you, okay? Coming from the invisible OVO legal team here, double check with the boy. Maybe call Preem, Baca, maybe, I don't want to say even any names. Just double check with somebody and make sure you guys are on the same page. And you should be fine, bro. Okay? Let me know if anything else happens. Let's salute to all parties involved, yo. Let me see. Before I get to Cardi B and her amazing pitching arm, also I want to mention the Conway show. Conway the Machine. He's popping up in October. I think I got it over here on the We Love Hip Hop page. Let me find that here for y'all. That's going to be going down in October. Big salute to Lord Fury, my guy. Okay. And that's going to be down at the Opera House. I just want to get you all the exact date for that right there, because that's going to be a banger. And then we can talk about Cardi B and her amazing pitching arm here. Y'all see that right there on the screen? Perfect. October 12th. Not getting a copyright. October 12th with special guest surprise guest from New York City and Toronto's own Ason Eastwood, hosted by Lord Fury. It's over at the Opera House, 735 Queen Street East. Get your tickets now, okay? That's probably going to get sold out. Salute to the whole Griselda camp, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, maybe the boy Friday, Ricky Dredd, you might see him snag a quick little interview. Be like, yo, what's going on with that? Remember that verse you did for me back in the day? You could be like, no. Who are you? I don't remember the verse that I did for the nigga two months ago, bro. Just chill. You know what I'm saying? I think you went kind of light on my verse, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nigga be like, the interview's over, bro. What you mean I went light on your verse? It was kind of mid, bro. But thanks for the verse. Salute to Conway. I'm a dumbass. You probably see this. I seen him repost this in the comments. In his DMs and stuff like that when I tagged him earlier. So, okay, Cardi B. All right, we'll get back to what's going on with Drizzy Drake and stuff later. So Cardi B asked a crowd to throw water at her before the mic was tossed. Okay. Courtesy of Straight Out the Six and We Love Hip Hop. Salute to Straight Out the Six. You know what I'm saying? Big collabo post. She's been in Vegas, and she's had a couple of incidents in Vegas. Common Gang, I'm kind of confused with this. Was it both in the same day? Like, was this earlier in the day? So watch this. Look. Okay. So she asked for this water to be splashed on her. Then after that, somebody, I guess 45 seconds later about, threw a glass with some ice or a cup with some ice instead of water, and she got hit in the face with an ice cube. And then this happened. So that's a different angle. That's from the angle of Shorty who got hit, right? Or one of the Shorties who got hit. Let me see this again. Okay, so she got hit secondly. Two people got hit by the microphones. I think it was the white chick that got hit first. You know what I'm saying? Friday is the best thing for the making. Cardi B's honeymoon is a real Toronto situation. Friday, it's deja vu from the other microphone. Oh, snap. Peace, love. I know, right? Microphone to the head. You know what I'm saying? So apparently, somebody's getting sued off of this. Let me see this again.
Get smoked by the microphone, but didn't throw the drink.
Okay, so there was a black hand or a brown hand that was throwing the ice. So it was the black girl that threw the ice. All right? And Cardi retaliated, threw the mic, hit the white chick in the head, and the mic bounced off the chick and hit the next chick too. Right? So she got the person she was aiming at, but she hit somebody else at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Entertainment wants to know, was Tasha K in the crowd? All she's seen when she was throwing that microphone was just multiple Tasha K faces just looking back at her. You know what I'm saying? Saying, right? Let me ask y'all a question in the comment gang here. Comment gang strong. Because True says she asked for people to throw water on her backside, not her face. Throw some water on me. She was hot up there. And then boom, the last girl threw frozen water. It wasn't water, but it was frozen water. I understand she got hit in the head with an ice cube. It probably stung a little bit, but was she right? Was Cardi B right for throwing the mic? And I'm going to ask this in both situations, okay? In the situation here, because this is becoming a recurring thing on stage, the only person who's been able to, I feel like, avoid some of these stage shenanigans right now, like, you know, a lot of people have been getting hit in the head with like crazy objects. You know, Cardi B, I guess she's got peeved because she got hit with an ice cube, but people are getting hit in the head with like sneakers and beer cans and stuff like that, right? She might need to take the route that the boy's taking, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if she could tell niggas to throw their drawers on stage or something like that. That might be kind of weird, but he's just like, yo, I heard people are throwing stuff. You know what I mean? 36 L's. They throwing bra. Throw a bra.
How many letters does it go up to? Hell?
Right? Instead of having to worry about people throwing ice in her face. Because now, I think the shorty who wasn't responsible for shooting for throwing, or I don't even know which one. One of them is suing her. Right? Let me see if we can find an article on this. Actually, let's go to the second one. Because Cardi B she was on a roll. She was on a rampage. I don't know what was happening in Vegas. Yo, her form is amazing. Like, she's like, that's like a baseball pitch, 95 miles per hour. Jeez. Perfect overhand form, no sidearm, like, immaculate. You know what I'm saying? Jesus Christ. Let's see if she's getting sued for this.
or what the lawsuit is like, because I know she's getting sued. All right. Cardi B. Here we go. Hollywood Life. Well, not here we go. That's the first one I found. Don't take their word for answer. You know what I'm saying? But let's review what these people have to say. Boom. All right. So Cardi B, get out of here. Cardi B suspect for battery in Vegas after throwing microphone at the crowd. Cardi B could face charges for throwing microphone at a fan in crowd after she was splashed with water on stage. Let's listen to the article. I'm not doing this shit today. Let's go.
Cardi B suspect for battery in Vegas after throwing microphone at crowd. Cardi B has been named a suspect in a battery following the microphone throwing incident in Las Vegas, according to TMZ.
Tabarnak. 1 second. Let's start this over. Actually, I'll read it myself. Screw this AI bullshit. Okay, Cardi B has been named the suspect in a battery following a microphone throwing incident in Las Vegas, according to TMZ. The famous rapper, 30, wow, she's 30, threw her microphone into the crowd during a performance in Las Vegas, July 29th, after a fan threw a drink at her. Cardi's mic hit both a woman who threw the drink and another female. The Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department told Hollywood Life in statements. On July 30th, 2023, an individual came into the LVMPD police station to report battery. According to the victim, she was attending an event on July 29, 2023 at the property located at 3500 block of Las Vegas Boulevard. During the concert, she was struck with an item that was thrown from the stage. The incident has been documented on police reports and no arrest or citations have been issued. I want to see some numbers. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're going to sue somebody for throwing a microphone at you, how much can you really get in damages for this? You know what I'm saying? Ooh, let's see here. She says you hit the wrong person. Unfortunately, No, we're not seeing no numbers here. I'm going to call cap on that. You know what I'm saying? Until there's an arrest laid, until there's some type of numbers, like, yo, I want 5 million in damages, mental damages, physical damages, all that type of stuff that they try to hit people with. I'm going to need that. I'm going to need... Wait a minute. What did you hit Tasha K for? I need 10 million. My neck, my back, my neck and my back. Right? Come on, fam. Oh, thank you, peace, love. Emotional damages. Okay? Every time I hear Bodak Yellow, I break out in hives. You know what I'm saying? Every time I hear Bodak Yellow, I got to pull the car over or I got to change the radio station because I start just going through traumatic episodes. Right? So, I don't know. I'm going to need at least 12 million to be able to make myself whole again, as they say. You know what I mean? As Judge Judy or Judge Milian used to say in people's court. I'm going to need 12 million to make myself whole again. All right? From July 29th, from attending that concert, a part of me has been lost. I've been broken ever since. I can't even say the word Cardi or Bacardi. I can't even drink Bacardi. I'm traumatized. Right? Come on, fam. People got to know better when it comes to this stuff. Like, I understand. I get it. Right?
from my opinion, and I'm looking here in the comment gang here, was Cardi B right for throwing the mic? 42% says yes. 58% says no. Okay? Trust me, because you're rich. You know what I'm saying? Your nails cost more than, one, the ticket that person paid to get into that place. And two, probably that person's whole paycheck for the month. Your weave costs 4 more mortgage payments for somebody. You know that even the maintenance of your BBL is a year's salary for somebody. So you know, when you're that level of money, when you're that level of superstardom, you got to keep your hands to yourself, B. You know what I'm saying? People are waiting. They're dying to throw a lawsuit at you. Right? They looked at me for too long. Oh my God. What did I do? I'm traumatized. I'm going to need 10 million. You know what I mean? You got to be careful when it comes to when you're running out here and people can see your net worth on Google. I'm sure like enough of these people that you see these celebrities, they get sued for stuff that we don't even see in the headlines. You feel me? I've been hearing on Vlad TV, he's always talking about when you reach a certain level of money, you just have to like pay off lawsuits just to get stuff out the way. You know what I'm saying? You could be a rich nigga. Somebody says, yo, you're having my baby. Now you got to pay to go get a paternity test. You know what I'm saying? Entertainment says Cardi B has a BBL maintenance mechanic on her payroll. Yeah. But she's probably got to pay a retainer on that. You know what I'm saying? Jay Castro wants to know, quick question. If someone throws a drink at you, is it considered assault? Well, I guess technically you can consider it assault. She can countersue. She could say, listen, I felt like I was threatened and this is a retaliatory thing. But I don't know. In the end of the day, if it is something like that, if she does countersue or something like that, then you know Cardi B gonna win because she got the more money. But, you know, it could be all chalked up to, oh, we were just having fun at the concert. She took it too far. She didn't have to hit me with a metal object. I was just throwing ice. Now, if you threw like, I don't know, like an object at her, like if you threw this at Cardi B when you're or if you threw a can at her or something like that, now maybe we can start looking into the assault territory. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know if I would count the drink as an assault. But definitely, you got to keep your hands to yourself when you're a celebrity. You know what I'm saying? This could have been a whole setup. Like, yo, watch. Let me see if I can make her react. And then boom. If she throws a mic listen, if I was standing 3 people behind them, we'd be doing a class action lawsuit. Okay? Let's not play those type of games. Right? There's people who are missing out on the lawsuit right now. There's only 2 people who are considering a lawsuit. There's somebody could have been standing right next to them. I witnessed the whole thing, and I've been traumatized ever since. Every time I see a picture of Cardi B, all I see is red. I'm not talking about her gang affiliation. Right? I was standing right there. I get flashbacks every night. Right? But yeah, man. Listen, salute to Cardi B. Stay out of trouble, girl. You know what I'm saying? I've been messing with Cardi B from before the fame.
She used to be reposting me on Twitter back in the days before Love and Hip Hop. You know what I'm saying? So I've been early on the Cardi B wave. One thing also I want to mention quick fast. And I have some serious topics here. Later on, also I'm going to be talking about this Toronto man who won in a self-defense case, and maybe we can discuss a little bit about us having our carry laws or self-defense laws, or maybe be able to have the burner in the crib or something like that. You know what I'm saying? This is something that I've been thinking about, but we'll get to that later. Also, they're giving away the HIV, okay? They're giving away the Monster, as well as, I think, hepatitis over at a Richmond Hill clinic. All right. I'm gonna keep y'all tapped into that, because there's a lot of Canadian news and especially Toronto news and stuff like that you're hearing from me and different, and the network. And sooner or later, that might be the only source to be able to catch this stuff online. Everywhere else, you might have to go straight to CTV's news channel or to their app or whatever, and then see whatever the government lets you see. So I'm gonna give you all the real. You know what I'm saying? But before we get to anything of those serious topics, yo, Elliot Wilson reposted me, yo. Y'all know who Elliot Wilson is? Rap Radar. Man that was complaining about Drake the other day, saying Drake doesn't do any interviews in the culture. All right. Somebody tagged me in the comments, and I was like, oh, why? I had to really double check. Can y'all see the page behind me here? I had to really double check, like, wait a minute, is this the Elliot Wilson, interviewer of Drake, Jay-Z, and many other super rap stars? Ex-writer for Double XL magazine, prominent rap journalist. A lie. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, there it is. Found it. Somebody tagged me in the comments, said, yo, you see this? And I was not aware. And the funny thing is, I didn't clip this and have this as an Instagram post separately. So I was very, very pleasantly surprised. Just admit it, the use took over, big dog. Laughing emojis, laughing emojis, laughing emojis, laughing emojis. He didn't put no caption in there. I did give him a quick message, and I said, yo, next time, tag a brother, please. Thank you. And he actually pinned it. So I decided, you know what? Let me start following Elliot Wilson and keep up with what's going on with him. You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, listen, that's a W for me, gang. You know what I'm saying? Trust me. That's one of the interviewers that I definitely have in my book of real OGs in this game, real journalists when it comes to this rap stuff. You know what I'm saying? So to be, noticed by a content creator and a journalist like that man right there, salute to you, bro. Let's get an interview popping. And not you interviewing me, like we ain't there yet, but let's get a Rap Radar, a B Dot and Elliot Wilson interview. We can do it on Zoom. I could pull up to y'all over there in the States. Maybe next time y'all in Toronto. You know what I'm saying? Trust me. We'll get it popping. Sorry, I just want to stunt quick fast there. So I have here Toronto man wins self-defense charges. Okay. Let me see if I can pull up the something here. I seen this floating around here on Toronto Lawyers Instagram page. Salute to them mans who run the Toronto Lawyers page.
All right, those guys represent a lot of prominent Toronto rappers in the city. You know what I'm saying? To do their thing. Hold on, let's get audio.
This year. The man charged with murder had said he was defending himself against an armed intruder. Today, that murder charge against him was dropped. CTV's John Musselman is live at the Milton Courthouse with the details. John.
Well, Andrea, his lawyer maintained from the very start that his client was simply defending himself when armed intruders enter his home, and today those charges were withdrawn. Degree murder. His lawyer, Jag Verk, maintained from the start that his client was innocent and had a right to defend himself and his mother. Mian is a registered firearm owner. This is what Verk told CTV News after his client's first appearance last February.
He definitely has a right to defend himself, and that's going to be his defense. Obviously, it's self-defense, right? Armed intruders in his home invasion, and defending himself and his mother. So we'll see what happens.
Today, the Crown withdrew the murder charge against Mian during a virtual court appearance at the Milton Courthouse.
So this man was, okay, and I'll read the caption that's over here, courtesy of Toronto lawyers. It says, murder charges against my client, Ali Mian, withdrawn today. I was able to convince the Crown that they had no reasonable prospects of conviction in this, that this was a clear case of self-defense despite my client letting off 8 shots. This was the fastest withdrawal of an M case that I am aware of. I didn't even set up a date for preliminary hearing or trial. Thank you to everyone for your support. I'm happy to have helped this young man beat this M case, given that he is defending himself and his mother. Hashtag self-defense. On the mix.
But when you're a law, police said 4 suspects entered the home on Gibson Crescent that night. A 21-year-old intruder was killed. 3 other suspects fled the scene. Again, this was a virtual court appearance. The lawyer and the accused were not here. We're hoping to get a statement or at least possibly an interview with Jag Verk to get his interpretation of what
Salute to Jag Verk.
happened here and why the charges were withdrawn. Reporting live, I'm John Musselman. Send it back to you.
Salute to John Musselman too, man. You're doing great work out here, broski. So this gentleman here, he beat the case. All right. Man was home over there in Milton. For the people who don't know where Milton is, it's like maybe about an hour, 45 minutes out of Toronto. Okay. You know, he had a legal firearm from what's been reported here in the news story. Okay. And at the same time, when the people came through, he laid one of them out, Gucci Mane style. All right. 3 people came through, 2 people left. Rest in piss. All right. Now, he had to beat an M case for him to be able to come home and be free. My problem with this whole thing is that he shouldn't have to have been able to beat an M case. Okay, and the reason I keep on saying M case, obviously, YouTube guidelines, blah, blah, blah. You don't want to say the word murder multiple times out here. Okay? I don't think they should have ever arrested him. Or if they arrested him, they should have made him have bail immediately. Okay? He had a legal firearm. I understand we don't have the same laws here. And maybe we can look up some self-defense laws in Canada. Canadian. Yeah. Self-defense laws. Let's see what it says here. Y'all can see this on the screen. Bada boom, bada bing. Okay, under the old self-defense provision, the trigger to action in defense of a person was various framed under most frequently invoked versions of the self-defense. Okay, let me see here. Let me see if we can get to the actual laws here, because there's a lot of legal jargon in here. Let's see. Because I feel like if this was the United States, we've seen cases like the baby. I think the baby has 2 times. Yeah, he got 2 times. The second time he didn't murk the man. But the first time, that was a wrap. Okay? When the dude came to his when he hit up dude in the Walmart. So defending oneself from a real or imagined threat is known as self-defense. This is typically entailed as defender utilizing force or to restrain or prevent harm from incoming attackers. What else it says here? The right to defense may look simple, but each situation must be considered individually. Unfortunately, many misconceptions regarding self-defense can put someone in strict legal situations without proper... let me see. Home attacks. Okay, here we go. Here's one. Home attacks. Let me make this bigger on the screen for y'all. Because we need to know what we're able to do if a situation like this comes up to one of us. You know what I'm saying? And listen, I'm not trying to put no bad omens into the air or anything like that, but like, we're living in a real world out here, okay? Things can happen, so you want to be prepared. This guy was able to get a legal firearm to be able to hold down the crib. But after he held down the crib, he was looking like, yo, are they going to put me down for protecting my mom and protecting my family? Which to me is bogus. Right? Read through that. You can slap them and call 911. Really? And this is from Catch 22. It says, use of force, situational control, can only use your hands, even if you have a gun. Make it make sense. That's stupid. If that's a real thing, that's stupid as hell. Okay. You can protect your property and yourself when you're assaulted. For example, you can act when someone is trying to break into your house or steal your car. However, how far you can go to protect your possessions before the court views it as an assault or manslaughter. Canadians have the to self-defense to protect. Have the right to self-defense to protect property through force. Therefore, it is acceptable for someone to take precaution to keep anyone away from trespassing onto their homes. However, once the attacker surrenders, they must stop using force. Additionally, they must not apply greater force than is required. Huh? Let me read that again. Additionally, they may not apply greater force than is required. Okay, here's some more stuff here. Someone may occasionally threaten to make violent gestures without harming you. What choices do you have for self-defense in these circumstances? No, I don't want to read that. I want to read this here. Are you allowed to use a weapon? You can use a weapon, but you can only protect yourself with a firearm against a threat of force of danger in which you have a reasonable belief. This indicates that you may be allowed to use a weapon to defend yourself against force if you have a good basis to fear the force or threat of force will be used against you. However, it is illegal to purchase guns intending to use them in a situation other than self-defense. Also, firearms are often not permitted for self-defense or property defense in Canada. This is all very confusing, right? Because they're saying in one sense, and the line that I repeated here, additionally, they must not apply greater force than is required.
Okay. However you can. Okay. Are you allowed to use lethal force? You can defend yourself on a property under the section 34 and 35 of the criminal code. However, you can only do this for your protective measures. If your protective measures are regarded as appropriate in the context at hand. See, they're not giving you a clear, somebody comes in my house, they're not supposed to be here. Can I lay them out? Okay? That's what I need, the clear sentence that says, you came into my house, you weren't invited. I don't even know who you are. Go kiss the sky. You know what I'm saying? Go meet your maker. Like if you believe in that stuff. Right? Like there should be no confusion there. And I know in the States, it's not every state that you're allowed to do that. More the southern states, you know, somebody just comes near your property. Blah! Officer, we got one. Right? Y'all remember when when somebody was trying to trespass on his crib, dude attempted to make it over the fence and cut a leg us. Okay? He didn't even do a day in jail. He just called him and said, yo, come pick this guy up, bro. I don't even know who he is. I don't know what he was doing here. Yes, I shot him. And he's bleeding on my grass. And I paid a lot for it. So hurry up, please. Right? Felt no fear to call the boy then. Where this guy, he protects his home. And he's probably worrying like, oh my God. Yes, I laid this dude out. Thank God. Because you were in my house threatening my life and my mom's life. So thank God. But I hope I don't get arrested for this. Huh? What? This is why we need to do something about these laws out here. I understand we're in Canada. We're supposed to be so much better than the United States because we're not gun crazy nuts and blah, blah, blah. Right? And all that liberal type stuff that we be talking about over here. But bruh, this is why we have these kind of problems. Okay? As well as the lady at the subway, somebody tried to push her in the tracks, she should be able to lay his ass out. I'm sorry, bro. The world is a real place. You know what I'm saying? We don't have time to be like, oh my God, let me make sure to assess the threat to see if he's really going to kill. No, fam. People are really crazy out here for real, for real. People are hungry. They're doing things that you're not expecting from back in the day. So if you got to lay a motherfucker out, that's just what's going to have to happen. I'm not condoning of violence. Don't get me wrong. Okay? YouTube. Don't get me wrong. I'm not condoning of violence. But I'm saying we need to be able to protect ourselves and feel confident when doing so. Not have to be like, oh no, am I going to get arrested for protecting my mom Dukes? Like, what kind of crazy shit is that, fam? That actually makes my blood boil. You know what I'm saying? Salute to this man because he beat the case. But he shouldn't have to beat nothing. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, entertainment, I would have them all over the place. Holy. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Right there underneath the toilet, all over the place. Nightstand. Open a closet to get a jacket. AR sitting right there. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, fam. I'm banned for life. Okay? Road to success on the balcony, right? I'm out there on the balcony having a cig. Somebody try to come into the studio. Soldier boy life. You know what I'm saying? I'm banned for life because of you know, the stuff that I had to deal with back in the days. You know what I'm saying? For the people who know and been keeping up with my life, like, I'm banned for life. I already been caught my convictions. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think I could go to a range. They took my DNA at the time. Like, yo, no, you could never touch. If I ever find your hand on a burner ever again, boy, you going back. I said, well, goddamn. One day I will be living in the United States. Sorry, guys. I'm just saying. Way down south. Right? Where you can go buy them right at the Walmart. Give me 5 on a Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to catch some holiday sales right now. You have a great day too there, Gladys. Right? Trust me, fam. Shopping cart, 5 ARs, 2 9mm, pack of water. You know what I'm saying? Some chips. Oh, I gotta go buy some pillows, some paper towels. Don't forget the paper towels. Gotta go get some pads for my girl. You know what I'm saying? Or whatchamacallit, tampons or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And actually, 2 more boxes of shells. You know what I'm saying? The one with the hollow tips. I need 2 of those. Oh, them are pretty. Them ones is pretty. Trust me. All right? I'll pay with debit. You have a great day now, then. You heard? You see me with a crazy southern accent, just quick, fast. I've only been in the South for like 2 weeks. Got about 30 guns. You know what I'm saying? Just got as soon as I get my American driver's license. I'm walking around Arizona. I'll be walking around Arizona with the shit on my hip, fam. Crazy? Trust me. But yeah, man, salute to this guy right here, man. You know what I'm saying? Welcome home. You know what I'm saying? And self-defense is real, yo. Let's try to bring these self-defense laws like for real over here. You know what I'm saying? And make some of these gangsters start thinking twice too. You know what I'm saying? I know that the whole gun problem, they're like, well, the guns that are in the streets, they're not the ones from the legal gun owners that we have to worry about. Duh. I know that. Okay? However, now when it comes to the people who are innocent victims of some of this street stuff, some of these street niggas might be thinking twice about doing a home invasion on some rich folk just because they got a lot in their crib. You know what I'm saying? Catch a blicky to the belly. Trust me. I'm gonna skip. You know what? I'm not gonna skip G Herbo. Okay. Salute to G Herbo, okay? Because G Herbo, he obviously has the tune with 5. All right. Hold your head, top 5. Let me see if I can pull up G Herbo's, aka Herb. No Limit Herb. G Herbo. Right now, I think might have turned himself in at this point. Let's see what's going on in his stories here. August 27, Unsigned Artist Music Festival. Meek Mill performing My Ish.
I know what it is. Any new artists, companies, up and coming talent, entrepreneurs, telegrams, Y'all hit me up in my DM at under this post new talent, man. We gonna work. I'm gonna fuck with you.
You know, he DM'd me. I had posted the top 5 song there with him, 21 questions. I tagged him. I posted it in the stories and I tagged G Herbo and top 5, obviously, right? And it wasn't him, but somebody from the team responded back in the DMs. And the first thing that they asked me was something to the degree of, yo, your music's great. Something about a collabo. It was something, I was being solicited is basically what I'm trying to say to y'all. All right. And I found that funny. Let me see if I could actually find this. Because I don't want to be out here just, sometimes y'all might be like, Friday be capping. You don't be talking to all these people. None of these people respond to him. Nobody gives a shit about Friday. You know what I'm saying? Nah, fam. Like, let me see here. No Limit. Okay, G Herbo. Oh, it's gone. Gang. Okay, those are my DMs. I'm showing y'all. I've tagged him. Right? I tagged because they were playing it in the club. And my response was, I do interviews up here, my brother. We're the main hip hop platform, blah, 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 blah. Okay? And the reason I was responding that way is because it was like, yo, your music's hot. Let's do a collab. I was like, my music? What? I haven't done music since 2017. And this is not even like my personal account where you can be like, oh, you personally do music. No, it's We Love Hip Hop Network. So I found that very bizarre. And then I thought to myself, is there some cash grabbing going on over here? Does Herbo know about what's going on in his account right now? That somebody's running around on his behalf trying to get some lawyer fees for him right now? Because if y'all don't know, Herbo went away, if he's gone away. I think he's about to turn himself in, or he might have turned himself in already, but for some scamming. Right? I be telling you, I was telling Dusty the other day on the podcast, these niggas be living in that smoke and mirrors life. Rappers lie. They don't have the money that they tell you they have. Those chains is basically their whole net worth that they're running around, that they can take off and put back on every night. Imagine your whole net worth. You could just take it off your neck and then put it in a box. That means you're not rich. You know what I'm saying? G Herbo. Let's see if we find some G Herbo news. So, this is from 11 hours ago, courtesy of Yahoo News. I was like, yo, like, I really felt like I needed to drive that point home the other day because these niggas be lying, B. I got all the money, I got all the bitches. No, you don't. G Herbo has been ordered to pay $140,000 in resolution to victims whose identities were stolen as a part of a $1.5 million fraud scheme he admitted to participating in. According to Double XL, the rapper born Herbert Wright appeared in a Massachusetts court for a hearing on July 28th, during which he pled guilty to 1 count of conspiracy to commit wire fraud and one count of making a false statement to federal officers. Dun, dun, dun. Mr. Wright used stolen account information as his very own unlimited funding source, using victims' payment cards to finance an extravagant lifestyle and advance his career, U.S. Attorney Josh Levy said in a statement. Mr. Wright's conduct affected countless businesses and individuals across the United States who had to foot nearly $140,000 bill in unauthorized transactions. Mr. Wright flaunted his lavish spendings on social media, in music videos, and in industry news. Bro, you're telling me the chain was off of the dime of some niggas being frauded out, bro? That's not off the record sales? A lie. Really? Really? I had no idea. What? You're an independent rapper and you're not making millions of dollars to have $300,000 worth of jewelry on your neck and be able to be at the court side of all the games and drive a Maybach, and you really don't have all that money? Really? But how? This is obvious, fam. If y'all niggas haven't been able to see this shit, then y'all are the ones who've been hoodwinked. Half these rap niggas are broke, broski. Like mega broke. Okay? Like they have the same amount of money as you and I just in the regular life. Okay? It's just that they are able to have access and look and wear free things and do things on layaway because of their name and their face card that you and I may not be able to do. Or maybe I might have a little bit of some of those perks. You know what I'm saying? I might be able to get a free grill or something here and there. However, on average, if you work at Walmart, you're not able to get free Walmart clothes. You may get an employee discount, but you're not lacing your whole closet off a Walmart brand. You know what I'm saying? And you don't even want to. Okay? If you work at the Louis store, the only way that your whole closet is full of Louis is if you're using the employee discount. These niggas get the shit for free. R.I.P. Virgil. You know how much the Off-White stuff cost? I'm sure these niggas may buy some of it here and there for sure. But care packages are plentiful. How much is the sweater this nigga wearing right now? Probably like $3,000 for the sweater. So that he could hang out with the rich folks, the real rich folks. The real rich folks, because what is he at a basketball game right here? This is probably there it is. There's a rich guy. Hold on. Let me find you a rich person in this picture right here. Okay. See this guy right here? That hand? See the complexion on that hand right above my head? Right there. Right there. That's the rich guy. This motherfucker right here with all those big ass clink, 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 clinks on his neck. You, sir, are not rich. He's rich. You can't even see him. All you can see is his hand, and I can tell he's richer than you, my G. Holy. Niggas have been got the game twisted. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I've told parts of my PD Pablo story before, but there was multiple parts to this story. Okay? Salute PD Pablo, right? North Carolina. Wave your flags up. You know what I'm saying? You know that? Remember that guy? North Carolina, wave your flags up. Remember that guy? He was down here in Toronto. I told this story before in parts. He was down here in Toronto doing his thing. PD Pablo. There we are. North Carolina. Take your shirt off. There it is. Here he is. No, we want a better picture than that. How about this one here? North Carolina, put your flags up. So they're over here. They're over at the Zanzibar. Anybody who knows the downtown and you know about the Zanzibar and the Ripper scene, if you know, you know. And I got a call, right? I was very good friends. I am very good friends, but at the time he was a bouncer over at the door at the bar. He said, yo, Petey Pablo's in here with Mike Lighty. I think, yeah, R.I.P. Mike Lighty, right? And they want a half oogie of that loud. I said, coming right up. And I was there probably 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Went to the bar, chilled out with them. I really had to lay of the land at the time over at the Zanzi. Okay, I used to just walk in there, you know what I mean, see the owners and the manager at the bar, at the front of the bar. Yo, what up? Right? Go do my thing. They knew what I was doing, but they didn't give no shits. Right? And went straight to their table, started talking to them. See, I'm the guy. They called me to come through. Boom. Showed them the chronic. They were like, yo, all right, that's loud. So now I'm waiting for homie to be like, just pull out a wad of money. Because I didn't know who he was at the time. He didn't have the song out yet. Okay? He had 2 big old platinum chains on his neck, swinging. That was the first time I feel, or maybe the second time that I seen platinum in person, right? Or it could have been white gold for all I know. I'm like, that's that platinum shit in the music videos. God damn, you a rapper. But no money was exchanged yet, right? I'm expecting them just to pull out a wad of American money. Yo, hold that. I'm rich, as rappers be. I didn't get my dough until we left the bar because I was about to bring them to another bar. I'm not going to tell you all the story of where I brought them from Zanzibar over to House of Lancaster after. Okay? That was a whole other story. We'll leave that for another day. But before we went to the House of Lancaster, right? Y'all following me, right? Before we went to the House of Lancaster, I'm gonna need that cash for that thing. You know, I don't know if we might separate along the way, whatever. So instead of Petey reaching for it, he says, yo, talk to my people. They holding the money. So now I gotta talk to Mike Lighty and be like, yo, it costs this much. What's good? And he's like, you know what? I got you, fam. Let's go to the bank machine or the ATM and let me handle it. Let me handle this for you. And he went to the ATM, took out the money, and gave it to me. Not Petey Pablo. Okay? This is early 2000s I'm talking about, probably 2001. Okay? I learned back then, this might be smoke and mirrors. Okay? There's more to this story after this. However, I'll leave that for another day. But it just showed more proof that the nigga with the platinum chains, brand new, head to toe, Carl Kanai or whatever the hell was in style, tracksuit, you know what I'm saying? Do-rag shining. Didn't have a dime in his pocket. Couldn't even buy the loud that I brought to him. Salute to him. But the exec had the money. He didn't have the money. Oh, this is way past the stat entertainment. This is way past the stat. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, I got me some rapper pull up, yo, we need something stories. You know what I'm saying? I have a plethora of them that I will save for a book one day. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Young Buck. Before all the tranny stuff. So getting back to Herb, it's not hard to believe that somebody like G Herbo ain't got it. I'm sorry, bro, I ain't got it. But I can get it. and I could look just like the rest of the rappers that are around me, except I just ain't making it off of record sales. So when I see a DM from a nigga telling me, yo, your raps are amazing, and I haven't rapped since 2017, I'm like, y'all niggas y'all be frauding out. Y'all be frauding. Like, salute to Top 5. He didn't get the okie doke. He got his verse. We can see, let me make sure, because it might be AI. You know what I'm saying? But we can see G Herbo. He fulfilled his obligations. He did the verse for Top 5, and he appeared in the video. Okay? G Herbo. There he is. I see him. Just making sure he's still there. Okay. So possibly 5, was able to circumvent the whole, you know what I'm saying? Let me get you need a feature? Because you can't trust these guys, especially when they're on their face like that, bro. I am there. Right? 5 didn't get the okie doke played on him. He got through that one. Okay? I don't know if everybody else was that lucky. Anybody in Toronto, if y'all, maybe send a couple of racks to Herbo and you're waiting for your verse, you might be having to wait a little bit longer than expected. I'm just saying. Well, hold your head, Herbo. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing that serious, bro. You'll be home soon, bro. It's soft. You know what I'm saying? A little fraud thing, bro. Do that on your pinky, bro. So the one thing I was telling y'all earlier I wanted to address. They're giving the HIV away. All right? If you go to a clinic in Richmond Hill, a specific clinic in Richmond Hill, I would suggest that you go and get yourself double checked at another spot. Okay? Make sure that you're clean. You have a clean bill of health. Because apparently, a specific clinic in Richmond Hill is giving away the HIV. Okay, aka the monster. And some other things. Okay? This is courtesy of CTV News. And your boy Friday Ricky Dread. And salute to the comment gangs. You know what I mean? I'll be getting updated. I won't be giving y'all my sources right now, but I'll be getting updated on many different things from people in the DMs and different things. They're like, yo, you need to check this out. It's going crazy out here. So clients of a private health clinic in Richmond Hill should be tested for the HIV and hepatitis, York region. Clients who have used select services at a private Richmond Hill health clinic are being advised to get tested for blood-borne infections, including the HIV, hepatitis, after York Region said an inspection revealed improper infection preventions and control practices. Sound effects, please. In a news release issued on municipality on Tuesday, York Region said anyone who receives services for wet cupping or micro needling, derma rolling at the Hugh Q Zoo TCM clinic on October 1st, 2015 to June 7th, 2023. Okay? 8 years should be tested as a precaution. Okay? Staff inspected the clinic located at 150 Burswick Crescent. All right? Write this down, gang. If that's you, I don't need to hear from you telling me, yo, I went to that clinic, gang. No. Just keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself. Shh. Okay? So staff inspected the clinic located at 150 Burswick Crescent after health concerns were flagged. The news release continued. The investigation found the devices used for wet cupping were not properly cleaned and sterilized between clinic client and single-use microneedle derma rolling were reused on multiple clients, the news released read. While the list of clients who received wet cupping and or microneedling, dermal rolling services were considered low cap, clients may have been exposed to blood-borne infections. As a precaution, clients who received one or more of these services at the clinic should seek medical following up to be tested for hepatitis B, hepatitis C, and human immune deficiency virus, VHIV, by their family doctor, nurse practitioner, or walk-in clinic. Sound effects. I'm so glad I don't go to this clinic. A Section 13 order has been issued under the Health Protection and Promotion Act to prevent the clinic operation for performing services of concern. Catch 22, Richmond Hill, yes. 150 Burswick Crescent. Okay? Yo. Burswick Crescent. Bam. What is going on? So if y'all go to this clinic over here, right there by 16th Avenue, right, Bayview, you might be sitting on the monster. Okay? I feel a responsibility to make sure that people are updated on news, because like I was saying, we might not be able to get the news flowing that easy in the future. Okay, August 1st is here. The Canadian Online News Act is in effect. Okay, so I found this here on CTV News. I'll be reposting this on my Instagram as well, just to keep the people up to date. But the crazy part about this story, okay, is the dates. October 1st, 2015 to June 7th, 2023. It took 8 years for these guys to be able to find out that they were using devices used for cupping that were not properly cleaned. Yo, what is that? Jesus, Murphy. And this is not like a regular clinic. Don't get it twisted, okay? Like, this is not where you just go to get a regular checkup or anything like that. People are going there for micro needling. Okay, I think that's that. Women are getting their eyebrows done and different things like that, right? Y'all may have to put me on in the comments to what micro needling and derma rolling services are. Let's see here. If you're going to get any, it sounds like some things that the galdom are getting, because I've never heard of this type of stuff. All right. If you're getting that type of stuff done over there in this specific 150 Burswick Crescent, you might have the monster. Let's see what that is. Ooh, look at this. As soon as I put this in here, the first thing that pops up is get tested for hepatitis C. Ooh. They bugging. Okay, so yeah, they're roller derming, so I guess rolling out some of the bad stuff out the skin. You know what I'm saying? And then the threading of the eyebrows and all that type of stuff. Like, so I guess there's not a lot of blood or like contact that can really happen. Like, so they're not capping about that part. It's not like they're like inside of you, cutting you open and that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? However, they ain't cleaned their equipment or they've been having issues cleaning their equipment over the last 8 years. It's one thing if it's not that big of a procedure, but if their equipment is that dirty or if they're just that lax with the way that they clean stuff, you might want to go get yourself checked out. Okay? Some of these clinics are moving kind of dirty out here. You know what I'm saying? And if that's in Richmond Hill. Keep this in mind also, gang. That's in Richmond Hill. Richmond Hill is supposed to be a suburb. This is supposed to be one of the more cleaner places. So if that's what's going on in Richmond Hill, imagine what's going on in the hood. Stay woke. And like real woke, not the woke that they talk about when they try to like kill us in the political systems and all that type of stuff. Like, I mean, really, like, keep your mind awake. You know what I'm saying? Who's in the comment gang here before I get to this last thing here? Or maybe last thing here. Delroy 100, what up? Juicy Hamburger, what up? Pause. Yeah, not YouTube woke. Not the one that they try to demonize or try to take away from the black community. No Americans at Caravana, they all ban. Well, listen, I don't know about all of them. I know Aiden might be on a go to the other line list. Maybe not ban, but go to the other line and let's do some further inspection while they're at the border or at immigration. Once they're here in the city, okay? I know you're here, but still go to the other line and let's make sure that all your check-in credentials are good before you could actually go outside. Or you might have to stay in the hotel. You know what I'm saying? So you could come to Toronto. We have great hotels. But just stand in the other line until you're completely cleared. And then you could maybe go to Banna and all those other things and go walk up on a gal. Easy Factor, what up? I keep on telling you guys, and I told you all this before, and I'll just tell you all one more time. We have reached the age of the Canadian Online News Act. Canadian Online News Act. Okay? Now, this has gone into effect today, August 1st. All right. From 8 hours ago, Meta officially halts news sharing in Canada in response to Online News Act. There we go. Bill C-18 is not a bill anymore. Okay. Big salute to AGB to Don. Him and I had a conversation about this a few months ago about not the benefits, but how this is going to affect us in a bad way, and the negative effects, the cons. Okay, so Meta officially halts news sharing in Canada in response to the Online News Act. Meta, the parent company of Facebook and Instagram, has decided to discontinue the sharing of news content on its platform in Canada starting today. Okay, the move is in response to the Canadian government's News Online Act, or C-18, which would obligate tech giants like Meta and Google to negotiate payment arrangements with Canadian news publishers for the use of their content. Meta, for its part, had previously warned the government of its intent to remove news content if the law is enacted. In order to comply with the Online News Act, we have begun the process of ending news availability in Canada. So, for example, if you go to look up some news articles, or like, let's say, CTV News on Facebook, or, to go cite an article of something that happened, for example, the person who just beat his M charge that I was just reporting on. While living here in Canada, you're not going to be able to find those news stories that are coming from the quote-unquote reputable outlets, the CTVs, the global newses of the world, all these big, corporate conglomerates. You know what I'm saying? Tony Black, what up? I was talking about the Mula concert earlier, so salute to Mula first. But this Bill C-18 was basically now the government's going to be able to control what the news is, basically. So, for example, if Facebook is not willing to pay for CTV or Global to have posts up on their platform, Trudeau and them were like, nah, we ain't having it. Because the original thing was, we're blocking and we're trying to make sure that everybody's voice is heard and nobody's censored, ray tay tay. However, it feels like the bait and switch has happened when it came to this Bill C-18 becoming the Online News Act. Because now, with Canada retaliating and pulling any type of advertising from Facebook and any of those places like that, you're not going to be able to see upon your Instagram page, for example, CP24, who's been going hard in the paint right now. Okay? If y'all seen right now, I've been seeing CP24's Instagram page pop up into my algorithms way more than before. They've been actually posting like reels, really trying to get to, this is what's happening on Instagram, because remember, a lot of people don't go to these quote unquote reputable news sources to get their news because they believe a lot of that stuff is propaganda. See, they're talking about it here. They're rearing up. Can y'all see that behind me? They're getting ready for the breakdown because it's so all news in Canada will be removed from Facebook and Instagram. Okay. Now, it says Meta is it's officially moving to end news access for Canadians on its Facebook and Instagram platforms. The company says it's removing news for all Canadian users over the course of the next few weeks. Okay, so we're not there yet. But over the next few weeks, you may start seeing a change, especially if you use any of these different pages to keep up with your news. You may be getting most of your news from platforms like this, or Real Toronto News, or Straight Out the Six, or Keep Six Solid, or Six Sounds. But there's only so much that we're covering. These guys are the ones who are getting paid the big bucks. I don't get paid $100,000 a day to do this. I'm not CBC. Okay? I'm not getting paid $100,000 a day of government funding to run a news network. You know what I'm saying? So, at the same time, I can't even tell you for sure if the news that we cover, because we're Canadian outlets. In the end of the day, like, my IP address is from Canada. You know what I'm saying? In the end of the day, the channel is, I'm not using a VPN to upload videos. I can't trick the algorithm late in the game and be like, no, we've been in the States the whole time. Still publish the news that I'm trying to talk about over here. Right? Y'all may have to start using VPNs to catch Canadian news in Canada. Right? Salute to Rebel News. They've been out here getting their back kicked in by YouTube for years. As well as the Canadian government and all these different people, because they give the real news. They'll reveal stuff that sometimes these guys don't want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So, was this a ploy to mute the mainstream? Or was this a ploy to mute the little guy in the end of the day? Because in the end of the day, like I said, we're not funded with $100,000 a week of government funding like a CBC is. Okay? We ain't got it like that. Okay? So if we get pushed down in the algorithm because we're giving you quote unquote news stories, and salute to YouTube, okay? Thank you, YouTube, because YouTube pays. You know what I'm saying? But if you get suppressed in the algorithm, you're getting paid from what? You know what I'm saying? So I just want y'all to be aware right now that it is August 1st, going into August 2nd, while I'm doing this live right here. And as time goes on, you're going to start seeing some changes on your timeline. It's like I said, especially if you follow news outlets. And hopefully those changes won't spread over to the independent news outlets. You know what I'm saying? Like a Rebel News or We Love Hip Hop Network or any of the blogs that I mentioned before. You know what I'm saying? Six Buzz. Six Buzz has 2 million plus followers. They post a lot of news. Okay? They're a Canadian outlet. They have corporate interest. This may affect them as well. I'm sure they're paying very close attention to this online news act that's unfolding right now, courtesy of Mr. Moist, aka Mr. Trudeau. Okay? So don't act like I never told y'all nothing about this when you start seeing only Bacchanal on your timeline or only the news that they choose to show you. Okay? If you want to do research, do your research outside of the post that you may see on Instagram. All right? I can only do so much when I'm doing my stuff here, but as you can see, I'm not researched on everything. I do the research a lot of time in real time. You know what I'm saying? So when you see something that pops up on your timeline, believe half of what you see and most of what you get your research, what you do your proper research on. You know what I'm saying? Not a one article or, you know, the headline itself or what the caption said on Instagram. No, go dig, find 2-3 articles, find reputable sources, find a few people who may be on the fringes too. You know what I'm saying? And then put all that information and come up with your own assessment. You know what I'm saying? Because in the end of the day, these guys don't really care about if you have the information or not. They care if you were watching and keeping your attention while they're disseminating whatever information that you're getting. Because they need the ad dollars. Okay? So as long as they keep your attention with whatever fear mongering and whatever that the news does do, they just need to keep it long enough that you stay while the ad runs. We're right before that ad runs. Okay? I'm not going to say stay woke again because Jesus Christ, I hate that word. I think that's all we got for today, man. Salute to the comment gang. You know what I'm saying? It's getting late out here. I'm about to make a way back to the cribbo. We'll be back in a couple of days with some more interviews for your, or some more content for your head top. Also, a couple of days on Thursday, OKG D-Lo interview dropping Thursday. So look out for that. Some people have been hitting me up in the DMs like, yo, drop that, fam. What are you saying? All right. Soon forward. All right. But until then,